Wally, do you want to share with everybody why there is no tomatoes on the supermarket shelves? You know, juicy, ripe, delicious tomatoes. Well, the supermarkets are lying to you that they are, aren't they, Wally? Yeah, I think you'd be a good boy. Do you want that? Yeah. You don't want a tomato, do you? No. Okay. There's a variety of different reasons. One of the reasons could be this. Yeah.
A giant wheelbarrow of tomatoes.
Yes. The growers have been feeding them to the goats. But that's just one reason. What about the other reasons? Well, the supermarkets are telling us it's because of the weather, yes. The weather hasn't been great in Spain. Here in France, for instance, we're looking at an early drought. There's been very little rain this winter. And the Netherlands, for instance, it actually grows more tomatoes per volume of water. They use something like 9 litres of water, 12 litres of water per kilo of tomatoes. But in the United States, it's something like 800 litres of water per kilo of tomatoes. It's maddening. It makes your brain explode. Well, we're all heading for ration books, I reckon. Oh, it's already happening. Because Morrison's and Aldi, they're already restricting people buying cucumbers and tomatoes. Oh dear. You can only buy 1 tomato each or something like that. I'm not quite certain. Maybe you know. Leave in the comments down below. But there's another reason. Another reason is that the greenhouse growers are struggling. They can't afford, or they'll have to budget accordingly because of the energy crisis. Yes, greenhouse growers use abundant amounts of gas. And gas, as you know, has gone up in price, gone through the roof it has. For instance, in Thanet, well, I think it's North Kent or something like that. Anyway, in Thanet, in the UK, greenhouse growers, well, hectares and hectares of greenhouses, I better make that point, well, they've gone bust. Or at the very least, they've shut their doors. And those sites have been, well, they're up for planning. Hectares of greenhouses gone in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom used to grow tons and tons, thousands, hundreds, thousands, millions of tons, or whatever it might be, a lot of tomatoes in the United Kingdom. Actually, Sainsbury's used to source all their tomatoes pretty much from the United Kingdom. Not anymore, no. And greenhouse growers, last year they shut their doors because they couldn't budget for it. All their profit was gobbled up in extra costs. Needless to say, they can't make no money, and because they can't make no money, they've shut their doors. It's profit and loss, you see. It's a bit like the UK's debt is equal to our GDP, almost in parity. We're pretty much bankrupt if you don't include our assets. Well, these greenhouse growers are no longer producing the actual tomatoes, all the peppers and other, crops that require the warmth, the heat. Which is not just going to cause a problem today, it's going to cause a problem in the future. And yes, we could import more, but there's a massive problem. The Tesco's, the Sainsbury's, Aldi's, Lidl's, in the United Kingdom, are squeezing the growers' bottom line, how much money they can make. It's all via contract, you see, and they're forcing people out of business too, along with the fact that we left the European Union and we're no longer acting as one. We're the outliers, we're sitting there, looking in, we are. No seat at the table, no, not at all, not even this table with my tomatoes. See, we've got tomatoes, no problems at all. Here in France, no, there's tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, everywhere. I showed you in another video, I did. Yeah. So what are you going to do then? Are you going to stand up against Brexit? Are you going to try and, push this government into accepting some jurisdiction by the European Court of Justice, such as the Northern Ireland Protocol? And obviously the ERG. Most of them are quite large. Oh no, actually they don't eat tomatoes. No, they just eat McDonald's. But even McDonald's salads have tomatoes in their Big Mac. What will they do? Well, they need to be pushed into making the right decisions. They do. Oh, that's like a ghost, it was. Yeah, well, it's time for me to go. What do you reckon, Wally? Do you want a tomato? Make a choice. Okay, a tomato? Or do you want a treat? You're going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Go on, what one are you going to go for? What one? What one? What one? That one? Or that one? What would you fancy? Tomato? You say tomato, woof, and I'll say tomato. Which one? You can't make your mind up. If I actually physically got to give it to you, a good boy, really is. He doesn't nick things off the table generally. This is bad education I'm giving him here. It really is. What do you reckon, Wally? He's just looking. He's going to whine because he said, "I want it." I'm not looking, Wally. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking. Wally, what's that? What's that? Just put it over the edge. Just like that. Go on, Wally. You take it, Wally. Take it. Oh no, he's dropped it. What a lot of good he is. Anyway, you tell me what you think. Why is there no tomatoes, cucumbers and other veggie crops on the supermarket shelves? Do you think that this... Well, obviously the government, but also these supermarkets that seem to be in the pockets of the government, why are they telling us lies? I wonder. Anyway, hope you're enjoying your ration book. Oh no, your ration app. That's what it'd be. Yeah, anyway, ta-ta.